The campaigns are just getting longer and more expensive, but this one is winding down.
It certainly is. Stephen Caliendo, Associate Professor of Political Science at North Central College, back with us again. All right, this is it. It's all built to this day. What's left?
Oh, not much left. I mean, there'll be ads running during the day today because some folks are going to vote later on. But this has really come down to, for those folks who either haven't made up their minds yet, or who sort of what we say soft, it becomes a referendum, I think, on Barack Obama's honesty. I mean, the campaign has to be at this point. Barack Obama's told you all this stuff. Now, do you believe him? Who's the real Barack Obama? I mean, these are the questions that the McCain campaign's been asking. And so while people are standing in line in some of the swing states, that's what they're going to have to decide when they go in the voting booth.
As you look back over this long process, what are some of the pivotal moments?
Well, I mean, Iowa, for Barack Obama, absolutely. There's no way that he would be where he is now if it weren't for the folks in Iowa during the caucuses. I think certainly the choice of Sarah Palin on the Republican side at the convention was a real milestone. And I think in terms of some positioning, maybe Joe the Plumber, we'll find out today. I don't know if it is going to make a difference or not. It came a little bit late. Some folks are responding to it. Other folks think it's sort of a gimmick. But I think those three things especially, and of course, the fact that Hillary and Bill Clinton got behind Barack Obama, maybe somewhat late, but they certainly did by the time the convention rolled around. That's important for Obama as well.
Depending on what polls you look at, some are very tight, some are widespread. Do you think this will be decided by the end of today? What's your gut thought? My gut thought is I had 30 minutes of sleep last night, and I don't know that I can go 2 nights in a row with only that much sleep, but it's possible. I mean, the polls, if anything is different, in other words, if there's not a blowout by Barack Obama, which is what most of the polls show, if you look at the electoral map, not just the nationwide map, then there's definitely then a Bradley effect. There's some kind of racial consideration because the polls haven't been that far off for a long, long time. And if that's the case, then we could go late into the evening.
Right, but it could be over. Well, there are a couple of states, Virginia,
yes,
Indiana,
that we're going to find out early,
that could swing blue, and so that could end things early.
I think if you see North Carolina, Virginia, and Indiana go to Barack Obama early on, that's a pretty good sign that this thing will be over early. We don't have to wait to find out what happens in Colorado, what happens in New Mexico, what happens in Nevada.
And if Obama if he does win tonight, how long will the coattails be, and how will it impact other races?
Well, that's a great question, and some of that's up for consideration because generally coattail effects are effective, but there seems to be a lot of concern, and the McCain-Palin have been playing into it about what are we going to do if we have a Democratic House, a Democratic Senate, and a Democratic President. And Americans generally have split their tickets. They haven't always done it in the same election. It usually has happened in the next midterm election. But it may be that people are going to take their time and move down the ballot. It looks right now that a lot of Republican members of Congress are in a lot of trouble right now. But if people decide to vote for Barack Obama, some of them might get saved just by virtue of wanting to have a split ticket.
All right, Stephen Caliendo joining us this morning. Remember, you can read his blog. Just head to our website, cbs2chicago.com. You click on Morning News, and you will see Professor Caliendo's blog there. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Sure.
I know you've got a busy day ahead.
Well, I'll see you in the morning, too.
All right.